to create a exit intent pop-up in ConvertPro. So go to your website and go to the back end and go to ConvertPro, which you should have installed if you're doing this. If you don't have it, it's really, really handy. You can see I have a whole bunch built in. I'm going to create a different one. So let's turn this one off and I'll just make a new one. So the first thing you want to make sure you have is your default font set in settings. I know that sounds stupid, but just bear with me. If you don't do that, it's not that big of a deal. But we're going to create a new one. And what we're doing is an exit intent. So none of these are exit intent. So what we're going to do, well, they are. The Moto pop-up one is. So look how nice these all look. Do not pick any of them. They don't look right on all screens. Make sure you go for the blank. And we're going to say exit intent, the launch accelerator. Okay, I like to have these be a little bit taller and a little bit narrower. So let's do 600 by 500. And then we will add elements. Because we're starting from blank, we also want to avoid heading and subheading. And paragraph. Always just use HTML and images here. And this is going to say, in fact, let's pull it from the launch accelerator. So let's go to that website. And yeah, that'll be a good image and everything. And let's see. Let's do this one. And we will paste it into here. And make sure that it's wide enough. I think 14 is too little. So let's make it, let's say 16. And then let's see how this looks if we stretch it all the way out. A lot of this is art. Some of it's science. It looks like we can't get it all the way across if we keep that. So let's go back down to 15. Yeah, there we go. And then make sure that your text box is not bigger than your screen for whatever reason. It's not because I'm being anal. It's because sometimes it just looks off if you don't do it that way. Okay. And then what we're trying to do is get people's attention. We'll just copy this one and make it bigger. This one's going to be, let's say, 28. We'll make it taller. And we will say, in fact, let's make this one. This says you can use HTML, right? So let's do that. And attention. There, that's better. Get your marketing done in just 4 weeks. And let's pull this from the sales page. Oh man, that's so much. Okay. Okay, so let's copy this again. I make it a little less tall. We'll copy this again. We will make it, what did we say, 15? And actually, you know what? I was going to write a whole bunch of stuff here. Let's just say, let's not do that. And let's just do an image instead. And let's find that one that's from the sales page, which was one of these, right? I think it was this one. can make it even smaller because we need time. We need space for the Learn More button. And then let's copy this one. And then we say, let's say, the launch accelerator starts at the beginning of June. Let's move that up, move this up, give it a little space for the, first let's make a close image on the side. And then, no, I don't think we need to do any of that. Okay. And then we still need a button that says Learn More. Let's make it kind of a pill one, a pill looking one. And then we will say Learn More. It's really important to remember that when you have time-sensitive calls to action, you need to set a reminder to turn off. I need to turn this off or change it because I have one starting in the beginning of July too. This is way too big of text. Let's do 15, I think that was, or maybe 22. There, that's better. Because this one, 28, is too big for this button. But now we are going to go to, instead of submit, we're just going to go to URL because we are not asking for emails or anything like that here. So we're going to go to actually, let's just pull it from the page here. We'll go here. And then, let's go back to the button. And then the colors are all right. The action, we are going to count that as a conversion, and we'll see how it converts. The next thing we want to do before we move on to the configure is to set it up for mobile. So let's set that up. It always looks like garbage. So make sure that you always check this because, an increasingly high percentage of people will be looking at your stuff from mobile. And if the first thing they see looks like this, you are not going to get anybody into your programs. So let's move things down. Let's make this in the very center. And then here we will move this down to here. This is way too small. I don't like size 8 font on anything, so let's make it 12. So you can do 12 and it's still not too wide for this, for it to all be on one line. So that's great. And then here, I'm waiting for that to line up. Get your marketing done in just 4 weeks. 15 is fine. This is probably going to have to be 12, I think. Also, this probably will not stay on one line, but that's okay. Because we don't want to smush it. We have white space, let's use it, right? And actually, I think I'm going to take my advice here and go up a size to 18 and make it, there we go. Yep. The 4 weeks still looks kind of lonely. Done. Let's do get your marketing done. There we go. And then you need to make sure it's tall enough so that the bottom of your letters work. Okay, there we go. And now this looks too long, so we'll go like this and set it up like this. And remember that the mobile view only changes the view for small screens. So if you change where the link goes, when you're in the mobile view, you are changing where the link goes in general. So now we're going to go back to desktop, and it shouldn't have changed. And then now we're going to, we don't need to configure it for email, because we are not asking for email addresses here. We just want more people to click and learn about the Launch Accelerator. Again, we are not going to do a few seconds on the page. We do not like that. Sam, I am. We are going to use the exit intent, which will show up when somebody is about to exit out. And then we're going to find the target. And we are going to target everybody on the whole website, except for if people are on the Launch Accelerator itself, right? So let's exclude Launch Accelerator here. Posts, pages, Launch Accelerator. So that's what we're doing. And then we will not connect it, and we will save it and make it public. And then I think if we go home here, let's go to KathleenSelmans.com, then you will see it pops right up. Great. That's how to create a exit intent pop-up in ConvertPro. I hope this was helpful.